NFT floor prices are not what you think, and it is extremely important to understand NFT floor prices because it can help reduce the chance of you losing money, and if you truly understand it, it can help increase the chance of you spotting a great opportunity and increasing your profits. And if you love NFTs and you like making money, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps support the channel. Maybe even leave a comment down below, something like, I love NFTs. And with that being said, let's get into the content. Welcome aboard the Bitcoin Express. My name is Chase. Let's get to it. Put simply, the NFT floor price is the lowest price that someone is willing to sell an NFT for. Usually we'll say it's the lowest price that you can buy an NFT, but really it's all dependent on the seller. For example, if you have 10 banana NFTs and 9 out of those 10 bananas are being sold for 5 Ethereum, but then you have 1 banana that is being sold for 1 Ethereum, technically the floor price for that NFT is 1, but it doesn't really represent the project. The other 9 are being sold for 5 Ethereum, and then you have this one outlier. So when you see a floor price, it is being set by the sellers, but it may not really represent what the project is valued at. If we see the floor price, for example, this project CryptoTrader, when you go to OpenSea and click on floor price, it will order them from lowest to highest. And the first thing we want to do is check to see, is everything within the same range? If we look at these CryptoTraders, 6.2, 6.25, 6.26, 6.35, so they're all within the same range. But as a buyer or a seller, you can spot great opportunities if you look into this floor price. You may click on a project with a 3 Ethereum floor price, but then when you actually go ahead and look at the NFTs alongside it, you'll notice that that's the only one that's at 3. The rest are at 6 or 7 Ethereum. So you found an outlier. So as a buyer, that is a great opportunity to buy that NFT up fast because it will be taken. And then there's the other side as a seller. You might see you have an NFT that you think is worth 6 or 6.2 Ethereum, right? And that's what you can sell it for. But then one day you notice, you see on OpenSea that the floor price is 3 Ethereum and you are ready to sell. Before you sell, head over to OpenSea, click on the floor price, and see the surrounding NFTs. It may be that there was just one person, one outlier that set the price really low. And that price doesn't truly represent the value of the project, so it's probably a better idea to hold on to the NFT instead of panic selling it for a very low price. So this is the first thing. Now the second thing is that after you look at the surrounding NFTs alongside the floor price, you also have to look at the volume and how often the NFTs are being traded. So if you head over to a project on OpenSea and you click on volume traded, it will bring you to a page that looks like this. And it will show you how often are people buying these NFTs. And what you want to look for in the crypto space ideally is something that is being traded often, every minute, every 2 minutes, or every 3 minutes. Because in the crypto space, they're very illiquid markets, meaning there's not always a buyer and there's not always a seller. You may see a floor price for an NFT is 1 Ethereum, but no one's actually buying it. So if we're looking at this project for Winter Bears, we can see these are being traded pretty often, right? 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. But in crypto and NFTs, this liquidity can dry up very fast, right? Just because it's being traded now every couple minutes doesn't mean, in 2 days or in a week from now, it will be the same. But this is what you do want to look out for, right? If you see that someone sets a floor price at, let's say, 0.1, yet it's being traded every hour or every 2 hours, this means that the price is actually too high. No one wants to pay for it. But we do notice that as projects become more valuable and as they increase in price, they're actually traded less often. If we take, for example, Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, they were sold, let's say, 2 hours ago, and then 7 hours ago, and 12 hours ago. And this is for 2 reasons. The first reason is because these are expensive, right? A 40, 41 Ethereum floor price, many people are priced out. But also, this is a liquid because of the sellers, right? So if you have a project that's not very valuable, it is because there aren't many buyers. But when you have a very valuable project that everyone desires, there's not enough sellers. They don't want to get rid of their NFTs. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick, a simple trick to find more of the rare NFTs, but at a floor price. And right before I get to that, I want to do a quick review of what we went over. When you see a floor price for an NFT, that's not what it's truly worth. Instead, you have to click on the floor price and then see the NFTs alongside the floor price NFTs and see, are they all within the same range? But not only that, you then have to check the volume and see how often are they being traded. Maybe everyone is saying these NFTs are at 1 Ethereum, right? That's the floor price. And that's what the bottom 20 are all being listed at, 1 Ethereum, yet no one is actually buying it. So maybe it's not worth 1 Ethereum. It is worth much less. Very important to understand when buying an NFT, because you may buy something thinking that you have something valuable, thinking that in the future you can sell it at a certain price. But if you don't check these metrics, you might just end up holding something that you can't even sell. And even if you can sell it, you will sell it at a very low price. And if you're going to buy an NFT, I'm going to show you this cool trick. If we're looking, let's say, at these Bored Apes, right? Within each NFT project, there are different floor levels. For example, right now we can see the floor price for Bored Apes is 41 Ethereum, but this is for all of the Bored Apes. But within each project, as we know, there are different characteristics and traits that make it more rare. So let's say the floor price for a laser eye Bored Ape is 135 Ethereum. And if we scroll down here, we can see that the floor price for a solid gold Bored Ape is 1,000 Ethereum. So if we're going to buy an NFT, we head over to Rarity.Tools if the project is listed there. And I'm going to show you this cool trick on how to buy near the floor price, but get something more premium. So if we head over to Mutant Ape Yacht Club, we're going to select Buy Now. And then over here, we're going to sort it by price, low to high. Now this will put it from the lowest price to the highest price. But what's really cool is that on top, it will show the rarity levels. And sometimes when using this tool, you'll see that at the floor price, there might be something that is more rare for a very small premium. For example, let's say someone was thinking about buying this NFT over here for 4.49 Ethereum, rank level in the 14,000s, right? But for 0.1, actually 0.01 more, they can get this NFT that's ranked at 6,000, right? So this is more rare for a very small premium. And when it comes to buying these NFTs with the premium, I am only a fan of them personally when paying a small premium, right? Let's say you want to buy an NFT, floor price is 1, and then you have something more premium that's 1.2 or 1.3, then maybe it's worth it. But let's say the floor price is 1, and then you have something more premium that's 3 or 4 Ethereum. In my opinion, I do not find it worth it. I do not like the risk to reward ratio, because when it comes to selling NFTs, it is easier to sell either the floor price NFTs or the most valuable NFTs, especially if things turn bearish. If things turn bearish, people, first off, are not really even buying NFTs, but the ones that they will buy will be the floor prices or the most rare, as long as they can get it at a good deal. The middle ones are the hardest to sell. So if you actually want to sell one of these more middle tier NFTs in terms of rarity during bearish times, you'll either have to sell it near the floor price, or if you want to get a higher price for it, you'll likely have to hold on to it until bullish times continue. And when it comes to these NFTs within a project that fall in the middle in terms of rarity, I'm a huge fan of them as long as I can either mint them or buy them at a small premium. But if I have to pay a huge premium for those middle NFTs, I am not a huge fan. I do not find the risk to reward ratio to be that great. So I will look at the floor price NFTs, and if I see something that's maybe an outlier, maybe something that's just a little more expensive, I'll go for it. But if I'm going to spend a huge premium, I might as well focus on the more rare NFTs rather than these ones in the middle. Like I said, harder to sell, especially if we enter into bearish times, right? People either want floor prices or the NFTs that are the most rare. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.